Hey, this is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life, coming to you today, October 24th, 2024, with the AA word of the day, and that is by faith and by works. And here's the quote: "On anvils of experience, the structure of our society was hammered out. Thus it has been with AA. By faith and by works, we have been able to build upon the lessons of incredible experience. They live today in 12 traditions of Alcoholics Anonymous, which, God willing, shall sustain us in unity for so long as He may need us." And here's a daily reflections quote: "God has allowed me the right to be wrong in order for our fellowship to exist as it does today. If I place God's will first in my life, it is very likely that AA, as I know it today, will remain as it is." So this is from the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 131. I'd encourage you, if you've never been to an AA meeting or don't have this particular book, 12 Steps, 12 Traditions, to get it. It could fit in your back pocket, the regular print edition. It's not very thick. You're talking about the 12 Traditions on page 131. I don't think there's 200 pages in the whole book. And I don't know so much that, at least in my experience, that the anvils of experience, the structure of how the society was hammered out, is understandable by big structures, is understandable by newer members today, unless they're really old. The 12 Steps and 12 Traditions has remained unchanged. The Big Book of AA, they put more relevant stories in it, and they update it occasionally. The original book was about World War I experiences, and there are no soldiers left from World War I anymore. I think the last one in the United States was a guy, Henry Buckles, and he died about 10 years ago. And so these kind of quotes are like passing into memory. But you can tell something's being hammered out of structure, just like a horse's shoe being hammered out. And we've been able to build on the lessons of incredible experiences. And that's what this all is. My experience, strength, and hope. That's all I can speak of. My experience. You can speak of your experience, and it all comes together at a meeting. And well, what's the value of hearing someone else's experiences if it isn't yours? Well, it can show you where you can go, how low you can go. I had a low, but it was more a psychological low than a physical low. Although I was starting to get on that when I had my appendix out at age 26. The doctor told me I already had a fatty liver. But my attitude was, what the heck does that guy know? He's the only one that had ever been in my body, and what does he know? And then the certain problems persisted, and then trying to work drinking and with diabetes. A very good friend of mine that had been in World War II with my dad. So this is like the 80s. So it wasn't that, he was in his 60s. He was an alcoholic too, not in any program. And his sugar went low and he just died during the night. That kind of scared me because I was always blacking out and passing out. I was afraid I would never know if my sugar was low enough to kill me and then just not wake up. Because I wasn't suicidal or anything. So God has allowed me the right to be wrong in order for our fellowship to exist. Hell, if we were all right, there wouldn't be any need for AA. If we could, as soon as we had a problem, admit that our life was uncontrollable and that we needed God, we'd have it fixed in a second, and we wouldn't need meetings. And this sharing our experience, strength, and hope, that's what keeps it going. We have to be there for the next person who's walking through the doors for the first time. I can vividly remember me going to my first meeting. I've forgotten a lot of things over the years. I've forgotten people's names that I was very friendly with. But I remember that feeling. I had that six-pack locked in the back of my Chevy not six-pack, case of Miller Lite 16-ounce cans in the back of my truck in case I didn't like the meeting. And I liked it. I liked what I heard. I felt better about AA, and the way people were so nice to me, even though I couldn't remember their names and I was worried about that coming back. And oh, what was that guy with the black hair's name? What was that lady with the red hair that was so nice to me and went and got me a coffee and said she was so glad to see me here. And I kept going back, and eventually, of course, I knew all their names, and that's how it worked. Oh, hold on.